It may be a new year, but there's nothing new about the market in Orange County. This week on Market Watch. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of Market Watch for the week of January 1st through January 7th. I'm Jason Zwolak of the Zwolak Group with First Team and Christie's International Real Estate. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday, a happy new year, and are having a great week. For those of you tuning in for the first time, each week I take a look at the Orange County and Irvine housing markets as a whole, and then I break the Irvine market up into three separate categories. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post. I post new videos every single week about what it's like living in Orange County. Well, the calendar may have turned to 2021, but nothing has changed when it comes to the real estate market. We started this year off with the lowest inventory since tracking began in 2004. There are 29% less homes on the market now than there were to start 2020. Demand is high because buyers are still trying to take advantage of these record low interest rates, and homes are just flying off the shelf when they hit the market. As always, we start each week by looking at what happened in Orange County as a whole, so let's check out the numbers. There are currently 2,611 homes on the market. There are 2,884 homes in escrow. We had 385 homes close this week with an average days on market of just 29 days. The list to sold average is 98.7%, and our average price per square foot was $510. You can see here our inventory has taken a sharp drop. We're hovering just above 2,600 homes on the market right now. The number of sales, just under 400, has dropped significantly over the past couple weeks, and that really can be related to not only the holidays, but just the lack of inventory in today's market. The average days on market for the homes that closed was 29 days, so the homes are moving very fast. And just a reminder, anything under 60 days is considered a hot seller's market. And days on market is from the time the sign goes in the ground until it goes into escrow. So when we're sitting at 29 days, we are in an extremely hot seller's market. And the list to sold average is at 98.7%. It's really been hovering around that 98 to 100% for several months now. Now that we've looked at Orange County, let's check out Irvine and see what the differences and similarities are. Let's check it out. In Irvine, we currently have 355 homes on the market. We have 309 homes in escrow. The number of homes sold over the last week was 41. The average days on market for those homes that sold was 38. The list to sold average was 99%. And the average price per square foot was $505. There are a lot of similarities here to Orange County. We saw a drop in our inventory. The number of homes that sold dropped slightly when you compare it to several weeks ago. The number of homes that sold over the week dropped slightly when you compare it to, say, mid-December. The days on market was at 38 days for the homes that closed, which is higher than the average for Orange County, but it's still really strong. Like I said, 60 days and under is a hot seller's market. So it's still a very strong, fast-moving market. The list to sold average is sitting at 99%, so homes that are priced right, marketed right, and are in great condition are getting close to their list price and are selling quickly. Now that we've looked at Orange County and Irvine as a whole, I like to break Irvine up into three separate categories. The first category is our first-time homebuyer category. This is anything listed under $750,000. Let's check it out. In this category, we currently have 61 homes on the market. There are 80 in escrow. We had 17 close over the course of the week. The average days on market for the homes that closed was 32, and the average price per square foot was $526. This category is typically really strong simply because the buyer pool is so large. More people can afford homes in this price point, so you're going to get more people kind of battling it out for the property. When we look at the number of homes that are currently on the market in the first-time homebuyer category, there's only 61. That's the lowest we've seen in over a year. The price per square foot at $526 for the homes that sold last week is the highest that we've seen in this category in months. Now that we've looked at the first-time homebuyer category, we're going to check out the step-up category. This is anything listed between $750,000 and $1.25 million. We call it the step-up because a lot of people are moving from their first home into this category, albeit we do know that a lot of first-time homebuyers do fall into this category as well. Let's check out the numbers. In this category, we currently have 146 homes on the market. The number of homes in escrow is 144. The number of homes that sold over the course of the week was 17. The average days on market for the homes that sold was 33. And the average price per square foot was $494. More of the same here. We did see our inventory drop, although when we go back to mid-December, it didn't drop by too much. It only dropped by 11 homes, so we haven't seen a huge drop here over the course of the last 3 weeks, but we did see it drop a little bit. The average days on market for the homes that sold, still very strong at 33, so homes are moving really quickly. The final category that we look at is our luxury market. This is anything listed over $1.25 million. Let's check it out. In this category, we currently have 148 homes on the market, 85 homes in escrow. The number of homes that closed over the course of the week was 7. The average days on market for the homes that closed was 62, and the average price per square foot was $479. Unlike the first-time homebuyer market, the luxury market has the smallest buyer pool, especially as we move into the super luxury, which is anything really north of $4 million. The buyer pool shrinks just because there's not as many people that can afford these homes. So typically, these homes last a little bit longer on the market, which we can see here as the average days on market was over 60. It's still a seller's market. It may not be as strong of a seller's market as the first-time homebuyer category or the step-up category, but it's still a solid, strong seller's market. Our inventory dropped by 9 homes when you compare it to mid-December, and the number of homes that are in escrow dropped as well. A lot of these trends are typical of this time of year. Some people do put their plans on hold over the holidays. And then also, just because there's not a lot of inventory in the market right now. All in all, the market is still very, very strong. This week, I pulled some numbers from the CRMLS, which is the California Regional Multiple Listing Service. And I really wanted to show you guys what we have seen happen over the last 5 years when it comes to our active inventory. Check out this graph. Starting in 2015, we saw a little bit of an influx in inventory, and it's kind of going up and down as we move through the years. But then once we hit 2019, we had that little jump, and then it really started to drop about spring of 2019. We hit the end of 2019, we saw a little bump, and then COVID hit, and all of a sudden we've seen this steep drop off. Our active inventory across the MLS dropped dramatically. The lack of inventory is really pushing prices up. Will this change? We don't know. Will there be more foreclosures coming on the market? Some people say yes, some people say no. So time will really tell how the market's going to be affected and how it's going to shift as we move through 2021. I also looked at how many months of supply do we have and how does that relate now compared to over the past several years. So check this out. When we look at January 2015, we were sitting at just under 5 months of supply. So essentially that means that it would take 5 months to sell every home that is currently on the market if no other homes came on the market. As you can see, we have the ebbs and flows as we go through this. 2018, we dropped below 4 months. Then we spiked up mid-2018 to over 5, back down to 4 2019, just above 4 in the spring of 2019. We saw a sharp decline because the end of 2019 was very strong. Before COVID, we had a really strong market and we were expecting 2020 to be a great year. COVID hit, we saw a little bit of a spike in the spring, and that's where all the fear came out because everybody thought, oh, here we go, that's going to really start to rise. However, to everyone's surprise, boom, we had a huge drop off, and now we are sitting at a 1.6 months supply. So you can see with these numbers, our supply levels are really helping to drive this market. When you combine that with the low interest rates, high demand because people want more space for virtual learning, for working from home, and really this is what is fueling this hot market right now. What will happen, we really don't know, but if you are thinking of selling, now is the time, especially if you're thinking of moving up. You can maximize the price for the house you're getting right now, and you can take advantage of great rates on your step-up home. If you're a buyer, you need to have a strategy, you need to be pre-approved, come in strong, don't overpay, but you need to be aggressive. Have a plan with your agent. If you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post. Again, I post new videos every week about what it's like living in Orange County. If you're thinking of buying or selling and you have any questions, write them down in the comments below or give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Just get in touch with us. We are here to help in any way that we can and make the process of buying and selling as simple and stress-free as possible for you. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.